Hello. Let's see. Hello. Welcome to a Thursday stream. Hello. It is Thursday, and I am streaming. Hello, Dripping and everybody else. It's nice to see you. Yeah. I don't have an intro prepared today. So this is my last stream before my debut on Saturday. So it's like you can see the title. I wrote it down below. I had to write that for that to show up. So I was like, you know what? Let's just kind of chill. Not do anything too wacky for our last stream. Let's just chill out and play some Power Wash Simulator. And just kind of like chit-chat. Not necessarily like be too investly focused in anything intense. That was a bit of word soup, but you get what I mean. Anyway, so we're just gonna chill. We're gonna hang out. We're gonna play some Power Wash Simulator, but before I actually get it started, I have to change the music because the song is about to end. And where did that go? Oh, hang on. Was it over here? Oh, that works. That'll work. Yes, so I figured let's continue the Alice in Wonderland stuff. And they're not gonna have the bubbles pop up this time, but it's okay. It's the lore of the stages that aren't the main story. I'll be honest, they're not that important. There is some lore to the main story of Power Wash Simulator if you've never played this game. And it's not bad, but all of like the special bonus stages, no. Like there's one stage where you clean the Mars rover. Oh, you can't use the trident in free play? That's ridiculous. Why is that? Why can you only use it in like the little story mode that they... Oh, because I brought the wrong... I'm using the wrong power washer. That's why. Because the little baby power washer doesn't have the trident. How can there be a story about power washing? There absolutely is. So, Power Wash Story Simulators, because I'm sure everybody cares about that. You're just somebody who wants to, like, start their own business because there's no reason given for that, but you're a person that wants to start your own business. So your friend gets you a truck from the bottom of a lake, and that's your first thing that you power wash is like your truck that you drive around in. And then you get jobs of power washing like people's places from like connections, and that leads into more people in the town hiring you for your services. The town is called Muckingham, by the way. You can't make this shit up. I mean, you can, because it's not real, but, you know. There's also a beeline about how cats are going missing. In particular, the mayor's cat is missing. But the A-plot has to do with, like, the mayor's acting weird. Like, they're diverting water resources. It's getting kind of strange. He keeps asking you to do jobs for him, but his jobs get kind of weird. At some point, you absolutely run into aliens because why not? You clean an alien saucer. That one's pretty fun. And then you uncover that the mayor's, like, stealing the town's water for some dirty scheme. Then you, meet some, like, archaeologists, I think is the correct term for this, who are trying to figure out if Atlantis is real? Emphasis on dirty. Oh no. Sorry, I got sidetracked. Yeah, so, you find out Atlanteans were real. And then you clean their giant pyramid, and they stop a volcano from destroying the entire town. And that's the last level of the game. It's incredible. I love it. It's so silly. And then you find out that the mayor had misgendered his cat the whole time, and she was having babies. I think that's what happened. I don't think he found a girl cat and had babies with the girl cat. I can't remember. It's been a long time. But yes, it's very silly. And then all the bonus stories are just you're going to their universes and power washing for them. Like, the Tomb Raider one is you're hired by Lara Croft to power wash a bunch of shit for her. The, Warhammer one is you're hired by some faction in Warhammer to power wash a bunch of shit for them. I don't know anything about Warhammer, so none of it made any sense to me, but the things that you cleaned were cool. The SpongeBob plot's the best one because there's actually a supervillain in the SpongeBob universe that fits with this game. So honestly, that one was the best one. And I'm not just saying that because I'm, like, absolutely biased. I'll acknowledge that I am, but it was the best one. This one's okay. This one's definitely more of like a, we went and tried to be wacky on our environments. Yeah, I guess. Yes, the Dirty Bubble is a main character. The last level in the SpongeBob section is the Mermalair with Mermaid Man and Barnacle Boy, and the Dirty Bubble's encased in the horseradish instead of Man Ray. Because at the end of the story, they catch him and freeze him in the I think it's horseradish, right? That they put Man Ray in the one episode? I don't remember. It's some condiment, I think. It could just be, like, mayonnaise. I don't know. This is just, oh, you're following, cleaning up Alice's messes. Mid. Absolutely mid. The stages themselves are neat. I don't mind that. I kind of want, like, a Frankenstein one, where you go power wash all the... You could power wash Victor's laboratory in, like, his house. Oh, that'd be great. That'd be silly. The last level's out in the Arctic. Hello, Modes. Nice to see you. I will once again remind you, it's not Sunday. Aren't the Universal monsters? Yes, I believe so. So they theoretically could if they wanted to. I understand why they did Alice in Wonderland. Like, you can get... The potential for whimsy is very high with Alice in Wonderland, so you can do a lot of wacky shit. I get why they picked that. It makes sense. All I can think of are the bevy of Alice in Wonderland, but like, edgy and emo Flash games I played in the late 2000s. That's all I can think of. Oh, how did you like it? Are you just gonna say you didn't like it and then start the timer and expect me to swear? Because it's not gonna work. I am curious. I am curious to know. Like, I'm always interested to hear what people think about the games I like. And the games I don't like, I guess. I adore that game. I get that it's not fun to watch other people play it, which is why I don't stream it anymore. But I love that game. Most people just do edgy with Alice. Yes, exactly! Don't get me wrong. I'm gonna play American McGee's Alice one day. It's gonna happen. But, like, people do tend to put the edgy twist on it. So, keeping in line with the original is more refreshing, which is weird. I don't know. Give it like another 10 years and then edgy Alice will be popular again. This stuff happens in cycles. I liked the gameplay and the art style. Yes, the art style is incredibly cute. Definitely on the high up on the cute Toho fan games list. But I don't think it's a game I can play in public? Huh. And people gave me the eye. Oh, I'm so sorry. I mean, you could always be worse. But also, I understand. I just never hung out in public spaces when I was in college. I avoided it whenever possible. That's anything anime, to be fair. Yes, that's true. Oh, I hope they enjoy it as well. I really like that game. I don't have good words to express it, but I really like that game. And I cannot wait for their next one, which is gonna be farming with, what is their name? Aki and Minoriko. Shizuha sisters. It's like, what the fuck is their family name? I couldn't remember. So I'm looking forward to that whenever that becomes real. Oh, right. Yeah, if you work in a hospital environment, it makes sense that you're there a lot. Okay, but I have one compliment. Okay. Alright. This stage takes forever. It's J to confirm sprint? Oh, I don't know why the default controls are set the way they are. You can change them if you want to, I'm pretty sure. I'm that person who doesn't care about default controls and never bothers to change them. Except for, like, very rare circumstances. Yeah, I never bother fixing controls. Yeah, it takes a long time to get used to J to confirm and K to cancel. It's a weird one. I wonder if it has to do with maybe, I don't know. It's originally published in Chinese. Maybe that has something to do with it. All kinds of goofy stuff can happen with translations. Oh yeah, and you can use the mouse too, and it doesn't super explicitly tell you that. Yeah. Yeah, I know. It took me a second to figure that out too. Who is your favorite character so far? That's the biggest question. That's the most important question I have. I need to know everybody's favorite Toho character. You can describe what they look like and I'll figure out who it is. I promise. But the girl in debt, Kyoko, the one who's originally in debt when you start the game, and Misty is like, no, I'll cover her debt. Yeah, that's Kyoko. I love Kyoko. She's such a baby. She is so baby. I really like her, like, lore. So she's a Yamabiko, which is a mountain yokai. And if my memory serves me correctly, Yamabiko are kind of conceived from the idea that before humans knew how, like, echoes worked and stuff like that, because, you could shout into the mountains and you would hear a shout back. And so Yamabiko were, like, the echoing of the shouting that the humans did up into the mountains. But as, like, you know, science progresses and people lose their faith in, like, the old gods and legends and whatnot, it operates on the system that, like, faith is, like, power, that, like, if people believe in stuff, that gives power to it, you know? So, like, the Yamabiko are, like, going extinct, so she's like, well, I'll figure out a way to, like, make that not happen. So she just, joins a Buddhist temple. And that's how you meet her. She's just, like, sweeping the floors of a Buddhist temple, and you're just like, hey. And then you fight, because you fight everybody in Toho. At least once. At least once. Preferably multiple times, but at least once. As one does, yes. It doesn't help that the main incident resolver operates on a shoot first, ask questions later basis. Why does the game start with... Start with what? Killer Queen's ability bites the... Stop. Don't you JoJo reference me! It explains it later, so I'm not going to tell you. That's funny. I don't have points. Oh no, I'm so sorry. I wrote that joke down. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. I wasn't expecting it. I wasn't expecting a Part 4 JoJo reference when I was talking about Toho. Usually, they're Part 2 or 3 references when you're talking about Toho. Imagine they go on a bizarre adventure and they just go to Gensokyo. Oh, God, I would pay so much money just to read that. That would be so good. I'm sure there's a doujin of it somewhere. It reminds me of those Toho doujin I have where everybody... Oh, I'm still achy. Hey, but I can actually move. I can actually do this today! Why Part 2 and 3 specifically? A lot of Jotaro and Dio memes. Well, one of the characters who you haven't met yet, you'll meet her at some point. Her powers are identical to Dio's. Mama Sheep's like, I have no idea who this character is. So there's a ton of, like, Dio references. I don't remember why Part 2 is such a thing. No, you don't. And you don't know what I'm talking about either, and that's fine. You don't have to. I'm already angry. I didn't have points. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I don't control the channel point accumulation. That just kind of happens. Sakuya, right? Yep. Sakuya's the one that has the same powers as Dio. This gramophone is large. It is taking forever to clean. It was like... Mallory bites the dust about scary girl with white girl who eats your restaurant. Yeah, you go eat the restaurant. It's just... There's a reason she's always pictured with Kirby. Oh, Toho Fanon. You've changed so much in the past 15 years, but also you haven't changed at all. That's one thing I like about enjoying a series for a long time. I don't particularly delve too deep into the fandoms, but I like to sit on the sidelines and watch and see what they're doing. You know, kind of like a science experiment. And I like how the most of the Toho fandom has gotten away from all the boob jokes. But they still kind of exist in pockets here and there. But man, 10 years ago, it was boob jokes. So many boob jokes. Also 6 yen for a lamprey skewer. How can I live there? Toho fan base is pretty strong to have lasted so long. I think it's one of those unique series where the fan content is what drives the interest in the series. I feel like a lot of Vocaloid is the same way. You've got the official shit that Krypton is doing, but so much of it just comes from like fans who buy the software and then become producers and then make it, and then they make more fans out of their content, and it's just like a cycle. Toho fanon is kind of the same way. A lot of people pick up on the series not through the official games, but through the fanon. I mean, I picked it up through Vocaloid song covers, so, you know, what can I say? And like all the iOSYS meme videos that they used to release in like 2007, 2008. There's a lot of entry points, and that's a big help. Yeah, there's a lot of people who've only played the fan games. Yeah, and that's fine. I think it's important to like know what the official games are, but I don't think it's too important to have played them, as long as you're kind of cognizant of what they are and how they work. And like that those are like the games that are the most canon of all of them. 'Cause like they are. And sometimes that can be a problem in a series, but Toho canon is there's not a lot there. There's not much going on. The main canons are always like the incidents and like what is affecting Gensokyo's balance. But like, the characters are not super duper ultra developed, you know what I mean? Reimu and Marisa are, but that's because they're in every game. But like, you get new characters every single game, you know? So like, yeah. It's a whole thing. I want to play a couple of the OG games before I say I'm a fan, and that's that's totally up to you, and you're more than welcome to make it that. I got short. Hang on. I moved my buttons. Is this the right one? Yep. Okay. Like, enjoy a series how you want to enjoy it, and then like if people call you cringe, I don't know. For like 99.9% of things, don't give a shit. Ugh. I say 99.9% of things. I've been watching a lot of people review videos that are popular on the TikToks. And I say it like that because I feel ancient. I don't have a TikTok. And what the fuck are some of these plots? What the fuck? Just what the fuck? What the fuck? I'm sorry. I'm not meaning to go on a tangent. I listened to one too many YouTube videos yesterday, and I really shouldn't have. And I shouldn't have. I shouldn't have done it. So you support me dressing as Kiryu to work every day? Not every day. Not every day. Wearing the same outfit every day is a little odd. But if you wore, like, all his different outfits... Also, hello, Boots. I don't know what fan game you're talking about either. I think the one Toho fan game that everybody knows is Komojo Densetsu Scarlet Symphony, which is Tohovania. It's literally just Toho Castlevania. I've played it multiple times. The art style is part of what keeps people coming back to it, though. I know that. I have 3. 3? It sounds like you're a cosplayer. Lunar Nights is good. I like that one. That one's fun. I heard the Steam version ain't worth paying for. I have it on Switch, so I wouldn't know. Oh! 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 I have that on my wish list. No, or do I have it? I might have it. Hang on. Let me see if I have it really quick. I might. If I don't, it's on my wish list. No, I don't have that one. Okay. Yeah, I know what game you're talking about. I just got one recently. I haven't played it yet because I think I might try streaming it. It's called Yo Yummy Dancers. It's like a cursed rhythm game meets Don Maku Bullet Hell, and it looks hard as shit. So I'm very excited to pick that up at some point. But I got that kind of recently. I let myself get like 4 things on the summer sale because I was like, I want to get at least a thing or 2, and that was one of them because it was on sale. Duh. Maybe I just know a really good tailor who knows how to make suits for me that I can fight in, even though I don't fight. Sounds suspicious! Oh, oh gosh. I hate that my brain is still stuck on these stupid books. That was one of them that one of the people was talking about yesterday was like a dark mafia romance thing. And some of the things they described were kind of similar to things that happen in Yakuza. Like, you know, fights in a warehouse and shit like that. It was just like... Imagine instead of the main character going on like the romance side plot, they do the pocket circuit side plot instead. The book would have been more interesting. He got his pin custom made? Ooh, fancy. Someone, I don't remember who, maybe it was Prowler, sent me that they were making like Kiryu and Majima rings. But I think it was a thing about them being gay. I don't think it was like a, hey girl, look at this. This gramophone horn is obnoxious and I don't want to go get a ladder. I'm gonna have to go get a ladder at some point, aren't I? Yeah. I actually got Sleeping Dogs because I heard it had a similar thing. What is Sleeping Dogs? Is that a game? I'm making a Majima family pin. You're welcome. It's a game came out in like the 360 era. Oh, I see, I see. The 360 era was the Wii era, right? Yeah, so I had no idea what was going on outside of the Nintendo sphere at that time. I know my big broski had a 360, but he mostly had it for like Grand Theft Auto and sports, you know? Like, he was not super hardcore into video games like I was. I don't think. But rather than be a Yakuza, you're an undercover cop? I see. I see, I see. I'd say it's more like Grand Theft Auto. I've never played Grand Theft Auto. I need to do that one day. Everybody, that's a game that I was not allowed to play growing up. Only 360 game I love with all my heart was Alan Wake. I hear that people love Alan Wake. I hear that all the time. I don't know, I personally don't care for Grand Theft Auto much. I've also never played, like, one of the, like, clones, quote-unquote. Like, I know The Simpsons Hit and Run is, like, a GTA-esque game. I've never played that. There was another one that I was thinking of that I can't remember now. Well. Oh well. I've bullied 20 people into playing Alan Wake. Wanna be 21. I mean, if it's a critically well-reviewed game, you don't have to bully me into playing it. Probably. It's just a matter of... Oh my god, there's so many video games in the world. Oh my god, I see that shit over there. I don't care right now. Jak and Daxter 2 is a GTA clone? Is it really? I've never played Jak and Daxter. I didn't have a PlayStation. I had got a PlayStation from a guy I dated on my 18th birthday. And then, I'm sorry for calling you out, Mama Sheep, but my parents lost it, and they lost it. So I don't know where it is. It's off. It's gone in the void. And I had one game for the PlayStation. I will. Oh my god. You're missing out. I know. I've heard many, many times. I can't help that I grew up in a Nintendo household. But yeah, I only ever had one game for that PS1, and it was the first Silent Hill, because you don't remember, of course. I'm not trying to be a dick. But that doesn't surprise me. I'm sorry. Oh, man. Anyway. I had a PS2, a PS4, 360, and an original Xbox and PC as a kid. Dang. I mean, I had access to a computer, but, like, I didn't play a lot of games on my computer in, like, adolescence. Like, early childhood I did. Like, obviously, I keep playing Humongous Entertainment games. That's kind of a dead giveaway for early childhood PC game fan. But, like, from, like the edge of that age group to, like, getting older, I didn't, because we had, like, an old family computer that ran like crap, for lack of a better term. And so I couldn't really do a lot of games on the PC even if I wanted to, and I didn't start doing that until I was in college. And I remember, like, the first computer I had in college, I could barely get, like, I tried to get Civ 5 to run on it, and it had a rough time. I never played any Nintendo games. See, oh, I'm a walking, talking Nintendo dictionary, because that's all I played as a child. That and bad licensed games. I had a lot of those. Those old comps could only... Okay, Flash games. I played a shitload of. I think when I'm saying PC games, my brain is referring to things that were published in the 2000s, and Flash games were just a different category. I did play a fuckload of Flash games. Oh, so many. Every now and then I'll be on, like, the App Store, or, like, somewhere that sells games, like GOG or Steam, and I'll see something that was a Flash game 15 years ago, and I, like, have to, like, wipe my eyes and do a double take, like, did I just see that correctly? Stigman games were great. I kind of remember Fancy Pants. I mean, I played the OG Pico game back in the day, and if you don't know what the OG Pico game is, just... Look up the history of Newgrounds. Age of Empires? I didn't play Age of Empires. Yeah, that's when the Stickman content was like really thriving. We all played questionable games on Newgrounds. Oh yeah. But is the Pico game even questionable anymore, or is it just a cult classic? No. The answer is it's still very questionable. At least it ends up being aliens. Age of Empires was my first actual game. I don't know what mine was. Probably Super Mario World or something. Newgrounds couldn't exist these days. Oh, not how it was in 2005. Oh, God, no. I mean, it's still chugging. I go on there every now and again. Also, I am not being like... I'm not doing this in the best way. I realize that. It's also because I'm a lot more focused on what people in chat are saying than the power washing. But you know what? That's okay. That's fine. It happens. It happens. It happens here. And it's okay. It's okay. There was a Flash game about fighting in a coliseum. Yomi Hustle is a pretty cool game that tries to evoke those old stick fight videos. Neat! I'm always down for a good Stickman fighter. They're very nostalgic. I remember playing a fuckload of Sushi Cat when that was new. I don't know why that game sticks out to me more than a lot of other ones, but it does. Was it Swords and Sandals Gladiator? Do you guys remember the videos about Stickman versus Player? Yeah, yes, I think, yes, yeah, no, yeah, that sounds familiar. That sounds familiar, fight where you, like, he would, like, constantly, like, try and, like, get to the mouse? Yeah. No, I think so. God, I remember dick figures. That used to be a thing on the internet. The blue and the red guy, they were roommates. And the red guy was an asshole and the blue guy was just kind of uptight, and it was just them doing all sorts of stupid shit. I used to watch that a lot. Mondo TV, good God. That's not a name I've heard in a long time. I think, is Dr. Tran Mondo TV? I know Happy Tree Friends is. Did I ever watch Making Fiends? I'm pretty sure. I just don't remember, but I'm pretty sure I did. I remember when every show had a Flash game. Yeah, I do too. Those were the days. It was Dick Figures and Happy Tree Friends. Yeah, I didn't watch Happy Tree Friends. That scared the shit out of me when I was younger, so I never watched that. But Dr. Tran, which I think was also Mondo Media, I remember it super well because my first exposure to it was at an anime convention. I was at Anime Weekend Atlanta because that was the biggest convention in the Southeast back when I used to go to conventions a lot. And they had some goofy ass panel like on Friday night where they did like a bunch of like anime memes and shit. And they showed Dr. Tran, and that was my first time watching it. And like the whole room was filled with people just reciting it word for word. And I just remember being like, oh man. And then like after everybody had said like all the lines, I'd process what they were saying, and then I would laugh because I was at the age where that kind of thing was really, really funny. It was the Avatar game where you used a catapult and you'd shoot each other? Now that I do not remember. I don't think. Sounds like Gunbound. There's so many Flash games, and so many of them are now, like, completely dead and gone. So sad. So tragic. And it makes you hope that sites like itch.io, like, won't have, like, the same thing of, like, just being, like, a mass grave of dead content or whatever. I don't even know what the fuck I'm saying at this point. I remember I learned how to spell Cartoon Network from just going on the website every day to play after school. I am 100% certain that you're not the only person who's had that experience. I would not be surprised. Because Cartoon Network games were really good. Nickelodeon games were okay. Nickelodeon had a better magazine, because I had that magazine when I was a kid. And then, I think Disney was hit or miss, but I think they were the ones that had the Lilo and Stitch, the Sandwich Stacker game, like the penultimate Flash game, like the Flash game to end all Flash games, was the Lilo and Stitch Sandwich Stacker, where you played a 6-2-5. The game slapped. I talked about this last stream. I used to be a Max game stan. Disney had more production value in their website. Oh yeah, of course. I mean, there's at least much adult content on itch as there is on Newgrounds. No, yeah, I know. I mean that there are like hundreds of games published on Newgrounds that are now permanently lost. And it makes you kind of sad when you think about it. I mean, that's just the way, like, it goes with, like, human-created content. Not all of it's going to survive. Case in point, like, I don't know, the Library of Alexandria? I watched a really good video on a dude who talked about, like, a bunch, like, missing books and stuff. And how people had, like, some people had, like, kind of surmised that evolution might be a thing as early as, like, the 4th century BC. But because their books were lost, we stalled on the progress for, like, hundreds of years. I don't know. I thought that was cool. All art is ephemeral. Yeah. Yeah. What was the name of the game where you'd be fighting between you and PC and you'd be able to evolve and to go into different time periods? No, no, no! Never mind. Never mind. Never mind. Maybe not in terms of quality, but in terms of, like, a loss of massive content. I don't know what was in the Library of Alexandria. The whole point is that it's lost. The new Library of Alexandria is boring, though. Oh. Oh, wait, you're being, like, legitimate. Boots, are you, what? Is that something that happens in Seinfeld? Kramer's Seinfeld, right? No, it's a Newgrounds thing. I thought you meant Kramer from Seinfeld. I think he's in Seinfeld. I've never watched it. That's cool, though. That's cool, modes. It is free. Oh Okay, so I was technically kind of right. That makes... I don't know if that makes me feel better or worse. I don't need to know. I don't need to know any more information on that, I don't think. God. She doesn't know Kramer request? No, I don't. That's one I don't know. Or if I did know about it, it's eviscerated from my memory. Let's see. Stop it! Hello, Dr. Doom. Nice to see you. Hope you're doing well. Vaulted. But I mean, there's still projects that help keep Flash alive. Like, I know the Homestar site uses Ruffle and it works pretty well. It just makes me sad that we aren't gonna have, like, the clickable Easter eggs. The clickable Easter eggs is my favorite thing about Flash. You can't do that with HTML5. Or whatever they're using these days. Flashback Stream 1. Ah! That would be fun. That's not a bad idea. I'm gonna have to take that idea from you. I think Project Flashpoint's like several terabytes. That's good. I forgot about that. Oh, 11 hours driving sounds like my legs would be crying. I hope they recover quickly. I'm doing well. It's 2 days till 2.0, and I'm very excited and stressed. And that's why we're just power washing, because I couldn't think of anything, and yeah, blah, blah, blah. Yes, all of those noises. That. This feels like that South Park episode where they took... Oh, the member berries? I unfortunately am pretty up to date on a lot of South Park shenanigans, so I know member berries. They all kind of sound like Cartman. Better write it down so you don't forget. You're right. You're right. Hang on. I'm doing that now. I have done it. Do you remember when Flash games were good? I mean, they were never bad. They were good, and then Flash just decided not to work anymore. Or whoever decided. Organized. I try to be. It sucks. In college, I was so organized, and now, like, in grown adulthood, I'm just, like, slapping things together and hoping it works. I don't know what happened to me. Adobe decided. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Adobe and their great track of making decisions. That I don't fucking understand. I do not fucking understand what Adobe is even trying to... What those people are thinking. I don't... There's a reason they're getting sued. I'm just saying. I don't use any Adobe products, I don't think. But, like, for fuck's sake. It was a huge security problem. And oh yeah, I remember this. I remember this. I remember being decently organized and having good habits, and then I moved out, and now I'm back to being sloppy. I feel like I need a good, swift kick in the cheat for something to change, but I don't know what that kick in the cheat entails. Assuming it's not a literal kick in the cheat, which I would hope it wasn't. I don't even have a cheat. There's only one, and he hangs out with Strong Bad. So that would be unfortunate. Oh my god. I'm sorry. I'm losing it. I'm losing it. Oh, God. Dress-up games? Oh, man. Now, dress-up games, I spent an ungodly amount of time playing. It didn't matter if it was Barbie. I definitely preferred the ones that had a lot of emo punk rock outfits because I was a wannabe poser child. It's fine. I can dunk on my past self. It's okay. Oh man, dress-up games were the shit. Oh man, love me some dress-up games. Picker doesn't have the same vibes. It doesn't. I like Picker's vibes. I like what Picker gives to us. It's fun, but it does not hit the same. Not even close. I know for a fact I once spent 5 hours on Barbie's Mansion 2. Hell yeah! I don't think I played that one. I remember I was playing like a makeup memory game and... Oh, that sucks! That sucks! I'm sorry, your mom... That's not cool of your mom to do so. Let children enjoy themselves. Yeah, damn. I don't know. I was like obsessed with Pokemon when I was tiny. And I always heard that was a boys thing. Oh, it sounds like, oh. I need that but with a dating sim. I need a dating sim with dress up. Oh, I'm gonna have to make this myself, aren't I? Oh, I'm gonna have to make this. Dating sim with dress up options. I need that in my life like yesterday, man. Oh, I've been on a dating sim kick and that has not helped. Oh, man. There has to be one. Hey, if there's not, maybe I'll make it. Cause like, I've been wanting to like try and slap out like a small visual novel project anyway. Just something to like say that I have made something. You know. Put my college education that I got to use a little bit more than I have. My brother is obsessed with Pokemon and won't shut up about it. I was the same when I was a child. And I'm sure I drove my parents ballistic with it. So, like, I mean... I can't say anything. See, I could ask Mama Sheep if she made fun of me for my clothes and stuff. But I know she didn't. Because, like... I know I was there. My little sister's all about Splatoon and Pokemon. I'm glad Splatoon's picked up such an audience. Like, it's cool. It hits that nice, like, tween demo. But, like, it's still a fun game, like, gameplay-wise. I don't know. I like Splatoon. I don't play it super often anymore, though, but I do like it. You spent 1,100 hours into shiny hunting! That was me in high school! I definitely put in an obscene amount of hours hunting for, like, I think in particular Shiny Larvesta was the one that I spent an asinine amount of time on. I was terrible at... I bought them for you! Yeah, that's... I know! So, like, if you didn't want me to wear it, you wouldn't buy it. I'm sure there was at least, like, one point where you made fun of, like, something I was interested in, though. Because, like, that's just... I wouldn't be... I'd be shocked if that didn't happen. Anyway, I got distracted. That's cool. No, that's cool. I mean, when I was a kid, I was into Sonic the Hedgehog. So, I mean, Splatoon is probably better. I never went shiny hunting, but on my first Pokemon games in an early route, I caught a shiny Geodude really early and never used it. I had terrible shiny luck up until, like, Gen 8. And then I got all of my... however many years Pokemon has been in the US luck all at once, and now I have, like, a gazillion. The only game I have a lot of time in was Sonic Legends. I don't think I played Legends. I have a gazillion hours in Sonic Adventure and Sonic Adventure 2. I've actually played some of Sonic Adventure on stream before, and we're definitely going to play some of the other GameCube era Sonic games on stream one day. It's going to happen. I just haven't figured out when yet. Like, I feel like I gotta make it, like, a tiny bit special for the absolute train wreck that is Shadow the Hedgehog. You know what I mean? Like, there needs to be, like, some, like, weight to that. Sonic Heroes. I haven't played that one in so long. I have played it. I know I didn't beat the whole game because I couldn't beat Team Dark. But I think I beat all of the other 3 routes. My dad deleted it because I would skip school. Oh, oof. Rough. I had a Game Genie on my original Game Boy. See, I wanted one of those, and I never had one, but I think my friends did. Also, I'm sorry if I just accidentally yelled into the mic. I didn't mean to do that. I couldn't beat Team Chaotix. I think one of them was too difficult for me. It was either Team Chaotix or Team Dark. I love Vector, though. Vector's my second favorite Sonic character, so we like Team Chaotix in this stream. Love me some Vector the Crocodile. He's so goofy and silly. The team with Amy was the easiest. That's because that was the easy team. Vector's my number 1. That's a good number 1 to have. Vector's great. The team with Shadow and Sonic felt the same. I believe Team Dark was just a more difficult version of Team Sonic. It was like Team Rose was easy, Team Sonic was normal, Team Dark was hard, and then Team Chaotix had their weird, unique thing that they did. Which I don't remember exactly what it was. Maybe it was Team Chaotix I couldn't beat. I don't remember. I got 3/4 of the way through, couldn't beat one of the groups, so I never got to, like, the final end of the game. But, I've beaten Sonic Adventure 2 all the way. I've beaten Sonic Adventure all the way. I did not beat Shadow the Hedgehog all the way. No. No, sirree. He definitely did not. It was like item hunting? Yeah. It got really weird and really specific in a couple of parts. You know what game I spent a lot of time on that, like, I kind of regret a little bit? I played a lot of Sonic Riders back in the day. And, like, I kind of went back and, like, looked at it again recently, and that game is just kind of mid. Why did I like it so much? Why do I have so many memories of playing that particular game? I don't know. I don't know. That... Modes, that's what I'm talking about! I think. I like, Jetwave and Storm. I thought they were good characters. And, like... I don't know. I think I might have liked it better once I beat the main story mode, because I went back and, like, tried it again. And, like, you can only play as, like, the default characters, and, like, you know, you're very limited and stuff. And I'm wondering if it's, like, one of those games where I made myself grind through it to where I could enjoy, like, the post-game content, because I know I just wanted to play as Shadow. I know myself. I know who I was when that game came out. I just wanted to play as Shadow. I didn't give a shit about the main story. I wanted to play as Shadow the Hedgehog. Where you had evil... You mean Metal Sonic? Metal Sonic's a classic Sonic villain. Yeah, Shadow was super fun in that. Yeah, I liked being able to skate with the shoes. I loved that so much. That was so... That's the thing, like, if you could wish for any goofy-ass thing in real life, what would it be? I want Shadow's jet boots. I want those so bad. They're so fucking cool. I want those. Remember Heelys when they were popular? Yes! And I don't think I was allowed to own a pair. Because I was still a minor when they were popular. They're the closest to Shadow's shoes we'll get. I know! I know! I know! I'm pretty sure I was younger when Heelys were popular. And, I've got a reputation for being a bit of a clumsy sheep, so, you know. After watching Jet's videos, I really want to replay old Sonic games. There's so many good old Sonic games. I used to play a lot of Sonic the Fighters because I had Sonic Gems collection for the GameCube. I like Sonic the Fighters. I think it's fun. Yeah, I don't think a lot of kids were allowed to wear Heelys, and so all the kids that did, everybody was, like, super jealous of. Did you have Sonic Dreams collection? Alright, hang on. Sonic Dreams collection is either the other GameCube compilation or that one meme game from a couple years ago. It's one of those, and I don't remember which one it is. When my sister got a daughter, my parents didn't mind her learning to roller skate. She only wore them once and threw them away. That's wasteful. Now, if Sonic Dreams collection is the other GameCube compilation, yes. If it's that fucking meme game from a couple years ago, I watched Vinny play it, and that was enough. Oh my god. Forgot about that. That absolute monstrosity. You guys remember Bad Sonic? What, you mean... No, I'm kidding. Bad Sonic is so subjective. That was a good Vinny stream. That was a fucking hilarious Vinny stream. God. He was so uncomfortable the whole time. I would be too if I was playing that game, and I didn't know what it was going into it, regardless of how I feel about Sonic the Hedgehog. That game is fucking wild. And whip... Oh, man. See, you think Sonic Dreams Collection was that time, but that time has always existed. I know, because I had a DeviantArt account in, like, 2005, and it was everywhere. I'm talking when Shadow the Hedgehog got released. Like, 20 years ago. Sonic Mpreg was everywhere. I'm sorry for the cursed topics. Oh, man. That's what happens. I think it's like a Rule 34 thing, probably. Or, like, because, like, there's the rule, like, for if something exists, there's porn of it. If something exists, there's a gender bend version of it. Like, there's gotta be more than those two, but those are the two I know. Is it Rule 67 that's the gender bent one? I think it is. The internet was so wild back then, and it is today. The internet is wild in different ways. I will say that. Oh, it's 43. Thank you. Maybe it's 67. Who cares? The internet was wild in a much different manner when I was a kid, and I was a child with unfettered internet access, and my parents did not know what I was up to. And I plan to keep it that way. But I don't know. I feel like it's a lot harder to stumble upon some, like, in some ways, it's easier to stumble upon some life-ruining crap. But on the other hand, it's harder. The only place you should avoid is 4chan. I mean, you should avoid Facebook at all costs. That's the place you should really fucking not go near. Fucking Facebook. But it was a lot easier to find, like, not safe for life content. I mean, Christ, LiveLeak existed only until a couple years ago. Of course you would keep it that way. No one wants to share what they want to do on the internet to their parents. I mean, unless you're a goody two-shoes who only ever went on, like, Brain Pop. Oh, Brain Pop. I would argue Facebook has done more radicalizing than the Chans. So, yeah, 8chan is questionable, but 4chan, absolutely. Yeah, Facebook has done more radicalizing. I know too much about internet culture. I should stop. I was talking to someone. No, I was talking to somebody. And we were just, or if you had military-stricken parents, yeah, that's true. I need to use Facebook? Oh, MetaQuest. Oh, yeah. Yeah, that'll do that. That's unfortunate. I don't like that. I don't like having to use B because A requires you to do so. I don't like that. Like, that's frustrating. All I did on the internet was play games and watch a guy called Mr. Safety who made videos about cats. Ah. I remember finding Chez St. John for the first time and feeling like I had stumbled upon, like, an internet cryptid and taking extreme care to hide the YouTube video watches and, like, the website visits from, like, the web history thing, even though I'm pretty sure Mama Sheep didn't know how to view internet history at that time. And she probably wouldn't have cared too much because, in all honesty, Chez St. John was just, like, a weird thing. It wasn't, like... There was nothing wrong with it. It was just odd. I'm probably talking about something that nobody fucking knows. What is a different example? I don't know. I remember when Slender Man was a brand new thing, because I used to go on Something Awful all the time. Hell, when Low-Tax died, people were talking about, like, their favorite Something Awful memories, and mine had to be when Danganronpa came out in Japan. People overseas got into it so quickly. Yes, I know Jeff the Killer. That's an oldie. That's a silly one. Jeff the Killer is very silly. What was I saying? The Danganronpa thread! Right! On Something Awful, where someone fan translated the entire game, and me and hundreds of other people. That was how we experienced the game. We read the freaking Something Awful forum thread, and that is how I got through the first 2 Danganronpas. I've never actually played them myself. Yes! I remember when it cycled behind the paywall. I was freaking out. I was not happy that day. I remember that kind of distinctly. Oh my god, memories. And I remember everybody was freaking the fuck out because of Monokuma's voice actress was the same woman who played Doraemon for like 30 years. And everybody was like, oh my god! Although I'm pretty sure she doesn't do it anymore. Parents not knowing much about the internet was a double-edged sword. Absolutely. Oh my gosh. I don't remember. Mama Sheep called me the other day to brag that she had done something. That was like... I don't remember what it was, but it was something technology related, and she was so proud of herself, and I was like, good job. Good job. I'm so proud of you. Oh, parents and their technological lapses. I remember when computer stores just sold pirated games on floppies. I don't have that experience. Now, I remember goofy DRM protection in, like, PC games. I think of LGR game reviews when I think of goofy DRM content. I don't know why. But, like, where they had, like, certain words in, like, the manual in the box that you had to know to, like, actually get the game to work. And since the internet wasn't, like, a widely available thing, there was no thought of, hey, what if someone just puts this solution on the internet? Because it wasn't a concept. Shit was wild. I once dated a guy whose dad had pirated, like, several hundred terabytes worth of music. I was a little scared. GTA 4 had the funniest ones where the game would just have big graphic artifacts. I've seen videos on, like, funny anti-piracy and stuff. I can't remember any of them, though. Mallory, we all pirated music. I know, I did too! But he had, like, millions and millions and millions of songs. Like, it was an insane amount. Look, believe me, I ruined the family computer with LimeWire at least once. I know, I pirated a shitload of music myself as a weebab. But this dude's dad was on another level. I remember my cousin pirated the SpongeBob movie for me. Your cousin's a goat. Because that movie slaps. It's so good. I watch it like at least once a year. I wish I was kidding, but I'm not. I just really like that movie. I also, you know, to be fair, I've also seen Shrek so many times that I've lost count. how many times I've seen it. I've seen Shrek Reloaded so many times, I've lost count of how many times I've seen that. That's not even Shrek. That's just the internet slapping together a Shrek fan film. A Shrek reenactment, if you will. But I've seen that like a gazillion times. I'm one of those people who, like, when they enjoy something, they tend to just repeat watch it a bunch. Especially if it's, like, shorter form content, like YouTube videos. I say shorter form content like YouTube videos, but then short form content is very subjective on YouTube. I mean, like, look at all of Jenny Nicholson's videos. I've seen most of them, and they're all so long. I remember pirating Ratatouille and thinking I'm a hacker. See, I thought I was a hacker when I was using LimeWire. It's just the thrill. But it does make me think of the South Park downloading music episode. That one hit pretty hard, like in a good way. I repeat music a ton. Oh, I do that too. I have had Don't Touch My Clogs by OCT on repeat for the past week. I'm sure if my neighbors could hear it, they would be driven to insanity. Thank God they can't. I've watched Far Cry 3 Deep Dive so many times, I genuinely believe I know more about the game than the devs. See, I don't know anything. Okay, we can't, no Silent Hill 2 spoilers in this chat. Because I'm gonna play it one day. It's gonna happen. I'm gonna play it. Hello, Tuttle! I've never played Silent Hill 2. I've never been spoiled on Silent Hill 2. And I'm gonna keep it up. I'm gonna play it. I've always wanted to play Silent Hill 2. That's been, like, very high on list of games I've wanted to play since I was, like, a teenager. But I never got around to it, because, you know, never had a PS2 or a copy of the game. But, you know. Someday I'm gonna play that fucker. Just play the remaster coming out next month? Is there? To be fair, I don't super trust Konami with Silent Hill very much anymore. I see what they've done to the franchise. I see them putting all their hats into their plinko pachinko basket. Not plinko. Fuck. I don't trust Konami with anything. Didn't you know the Sony thing? I don't know. I think it's impossible for your neighbor to ever blast music that you actually like. Yeah, you know what? I think you're probably right. Unless you're, like, in college and your, like, dorm next door people are people you get along with. I think that's, like, the only situation where it does work out. They made the game look like Resident Evil? Like, in a good way or a bad way? Because that could mean either. Somehow that worked. Yes. Like Resi 4. Ah. They made it look like an action game. What? It's not supposed to be action. It's supposed to be atmospheric spoopy. That's why I liked the first one so damn much. I genuinely loved the fuck out of the first game. Like, I got it. I was like, I want to be more invested in this, because when I first played it was when I was more getting into, like, horror as a genre, because I was a crybaby when I grew up, and I didn't do anything horror content. My, how times have changed. And I was just blown the fuck away, and I loved it. Oh, man. Silent Hill 1, so good. So good, so good, so good. I just watched all of Voidburger's Silent Hill Let's Plays. Interesting. I was there during the Silent Hill wiki fiasco. I don't think I know that one. Usually I'm on the up and up. Have a good rest of your day, Dr. Doom. This is just making me hungry. I don't like that. I don't like that this is making me hungry. Oh no. Alright. Was all that good? Okay. Alan Wake 1 has the same atmosphere as the Silent Hill games, so the combat ruins it. What is Alan Wake even about? I know for a long time I got it confused with something. There was a prolific editor on the Silent Hill wiki that was absolutely convinced that everything... Oh! Oh, never mind, never mind. You said the magic word and it all... I was... Oh. Mm-hmm. 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 I know what you're talking about now, Boots. I know what you're talking about. I hate that. Why am I cursed to know so much internet knowledge? I swear. It's about a guy who writes a horror book and it comes... That's fun. I like that. Good. That sounds like a Stephen King book. That definitely sounds like a Stephen King book. You should play it. I'm aware I should play a lot of games. I get told you should play XYZ at least 4 times a week. By different people. Usually it's just Bubsy telling me to play something. But, sometimes it's other people. We're all Cassandra, burdened by knowledge that no one takes seriously. I know, I know. Oh, God. I'll meow in chat? Oh, goodness. You don't have to go that far. That's a big ask. You should play Hunt Down the Freeman! You know... I should! So, man, I forgot... Man, every time I forget that game exists, and then I'm reminded about it, and then I remember that IHE, I Hate Everything, was like one of the major characters for the voice work. And it kills me. I love that out of any, like there's so many people in there, like Pyrocynical's in there and stuff, but they gave I Hate Everything, like, a bunch of lines. And the most monotone, angry British fellow. And Keemstar was the president, right? It's so cursed. It's so fucking cursed. Why is it like that? Oh, God, maybe one day. Maybe one day. I'll be a degenerate enough. No! I was doing things up there, damn it! Pyro had the best line in that game. He sounds so fucking stilted, too. It's so good. There we go. Place it there. There we go. Keemstar saying "my fellow Americans" is honestly one of the best lines in the whole game. And that's including "you fucked up my face." Oh my god. It sucks that we'll never get Half-Life 3, but hey, at least we have this funny shit to make us laugh. Yeah, oh yeah, he was cast as an Asian American character and he's British. What the fuck were those guys smoking? You gotta wonder. It's so hard to do bad video games like that though, because you know, there's a lot of bad movies these days. Everybody talks about The Room, but The Room is just one of so many. Like, Ben and Arthur takes everything about The Room and makes it like 100 times funnier. Ben and Arthur, The Room wishes it was Ben and Arthur. And then you've got shit like Birdemic. And you've got like Neil Breen's absolute works of art. But it's so much harder to do that in a video game format, you know? Because in a video game format, you also, like, the user experience is something that can fuck up easily. And a painful user experience, it doesn't matter how goofy the story is, it doesn't matter what the gaffes and the laughs are, the painful user experience is gonna override everything. Except in maybe, like, a 1 or 2 extremely rare circumstances, but even then. Ben and Arthur, watch along, Wen! I would genuinely, I love that movie. It's so bad. It's so funny. At least we can still play the Peggle Half-Life game. Oh. Yeah, because you don't have any agency over a film. You've got some agency, but the agency that you have over a video game has to feel good. And like, that's something that is really hard to balance with, like, that so bad it's good level of production. I don't know. We might, whenever the Killer Bean video game comes out, that might be the game that crosses that boundary. That might be the game that closes the gap and gives us that experience. I've got full faith. I'm gonna play it when it comes out. I've seen the movie like 4 times. No, goddammit! Killer Bean, yes! Yes! Killer Bean game is gonna happen. I hope it's good. I really hope it's good. I want it to be good. For Jeff Liu, I want it to be good. Crime Boss Roque City? I don't know what that is. I've heard that the Borderlands movie is really bad. From, like, initial screenings. That doesn't really surprise me, though. Look it up. I will do that after this stream. See, when you say a cast is stacked, I think of, like, The Expendables, and those movies aren't good. Did anyone expect the Borderline movie to be good? Borderlands. I don't care for Borderlands to begin with. Like, I've played, I want to say, like, the first 3 to 4 hours of Borderlands 2, and I did not enjoy myself at all. But I know some people really like it. It looks good, so I'm hoping it is. It has Kevin Hart in it. I know some people really like him. And, whee! Oh, it's got Danny Glover! Okay. I love Danny Glover. I love Childish Gambino. The early hours of Borderlands 2 are the worst. Danny Trejo's in everything. You can't say Danny Trejo. That means nothing to me. That dude's in a lot of stuff. Like, I've seen him in more than a... Oh, no, wait. No. I'm trying to think. Was Danny Trejo in a movie with Steven Seagal? Does anybody know? I think he was. Michael Rooker. I remember who that is. Maybe. It has vanilla ice cream. Vanilla Ice? I thought he was building houses. I forgot he acts sometimes. God, this is such a large table. Even though it's really not. We're just tiny. Whee! It closed. It's so bad it closed the studio. Oh, God. You hate to hear it. That sucks. Oh, I got it. It's fine. We're good. I love the Max Payne games. I've heard of Max Payne. Oh my god, this rim is taking forever to clean. Ah! Always fun to play them when I'm depressed. Should I be concerned? Are they depressing games? What is the one game? Hang on. What's the one? It's not Max Payne. It's not what I'm thinking of. It's like the movie game where, like, it's the guy who makes them, oh, shit. Hang on. Sorry. My brain short-circuited. Give me a second. It's like more of a movie than a game. It's memed on for being kind of a movie. It's got a part where a guy runs through a mall yelling Jason over and over again. I think one of his kids die and his wife leaves him or something. And it's like insanely hokey. And there's like a heavy rain. Thank you. I think I watched, who did I watch play that? I think it might have been RT Game. That was funny. What? David Cage. Sean. Okay, Jason is a different game. What is the game where the guy is running through the mall yelling Jason? I think I saw it in a Donkey video once. Super Best Friends played all the games. Yeah, probably. What the fuck am I thinking of with the Jason? Oh! Right, isn't Jason one of the kids and Sean the other one of the kids? Maybe that's it. Fuck! I fell. Damn it. Ah, yes, yes, yes. Okay. See, I watched someone play that game, and I already, like... That game was not written well because I saw the plot twist and I saw who the bad guy was, like, at the very beginning of the game. And I wasn't even playing it. I wasn't even watching it like a stream VOD. I was watching, like, edited clips. And I still just... It was just a dead giveaway. It was so easy. It's like, what the frick? I've read better written fanfiction than this. That's not saying much, though. Fanfiction can get really good in some spots. The meme is about Sean because it glitches and you can spam it while the villain monologues. Oh, I've seen that! I've seen that! I've seen that. Also, it's a game where the CIA agent takes drugs and thinks he's a CIA agent. Oh my goodness. Yeah. I want a game with a story that makes me uncomfortable. If I'm like in like one of the more heavily atmospheric type things. Like Soma's a great example. Soma is a game I loved. I loved the shit out of that game. I think Makeship is making a Simon plushie and I'm kind of tempted to get it, I'm not gonna lie. I really don't have the funds for it, so I'm probably not going to, but it's Simon from Soma. That game made me cry like a bitch. Oh my god. Like, Detroit Become Human is his only decent game. I have never played Nier. All I know is fan service. That is all I know. I don't know anything else about Nier Automata. And I've heard Detroit Become Human also is not as... isn't that great. But I have heard it's better than Heavy Rain, so... I guess that's something. Let me find a ladder. Whee. Put it up here. And I don't like to judge anybody for their taste in video games. Because I am a sentient trash can if we're talking about video game taste. Like, girl, you got no idea. So, like, if I'm ever, like, smack-talking a game you like, it's never meant as an attack on you as a person, I promise. Everybody is allowed to like what they like. People can smack-talk the games I enjoy, and do so on a regular basis. I mean, I used to play Genshin Impact. Nier's pretty fun. Story's a little confusing, but fun. Yeah, it looks confusing. Not Genshin. Yeah, of course I did. I stopped keeping up with it just because there's just too many video games, and honestly, Honkai Impact 3rd is infinitely better, in my opinion. I love Honkai Impact. I haven't played it in, like... I'm honestly, like, right now, I haven't played it in, like, 2 or 3 months, and that might be the longest I've gone not playing it since I picked it up in 2021, which is kinda nuts. But then they've got Honkai Impact 3rd, and then they released Star Rail, and then they just released Zenless Zone Zero, which I have not even bothered to download. Because there's too many video games! And not enough time! Not everybody's played Genshin. Bubsy never played Genshin. Boots didn't play Genshin. Hitman, I've never played Hitman. I'm not good at stealth. I'm pretty bad at stealthy stuff. Naff! Sit. Very many video games. So many video games. All the video games. And it doesn't help that people can make them, like, with ease now. You know how many visual novel demos I have in my downloads folder right now? The answer is too many. Too many. I've heard Fear is pretty good. I've never played it, but I've heard good things. That's why Blood Money is goated. Stealth is optional. I see. This angle is not working. Damn you! Fear is good, Fear 2 is decent, Fear 3 is trash. See, Tuttle, if I had the money to spare to buy a bunch of games on the Steam Summer Sale, I would have this year. Alas. I'd let myself have like 10 bucks worth of things. So I did get a couple of things. Battlefield is my favorite multiplayer. I've never played Battlefield. What games? Hang on. No, none. The answer is none of the above. All right. Happy either soon birthday or belated birthday. We'll keep it vague. Happy birthday month. I remember you saying that. Okay, there's that. Now would probably be good. Oh, I have to go back to that fucking cake tower. Okay. Okay, I think that's everything on this table. No, wait, hang on. Aha! Holy shit. Come on. Come on, plate. There we go. That took too long. Ah, yes. Gramophone horn. Oh. Bye, Ma! Just be real casual about it. Alright, now let's talk smack. Banjo-Kazooie is fantastic. Hello, TPR! I'm sorry, I'm behind on chat. I got a little focused. Twisted Metal? Oh, fuck. Don't remind me. Oh, is that the one where it was like the car arena? Is that one? They had like a big cult following for a couple years. I think it was on the original PlayStation. Yeah. Yeah, okay, I know what you're talking about. I never played it, but, I've heard many a good thing. My best friend through school, played a lot of games like that, and he gave me a huge list of games to play over our lifetimes. I remember he really wanted me to play Stalker, the Stalker series. And I still haven't done that. This game is easy to get super focused on. I'm either super focused on chat or super focused on the game. There's no in between. There's no moderation here. Come on, lid. There we go. Alright, we're good with that. something over there. Well, thank you for the head pats. It is very satisfying to hear all of the dings. Very true. My favorite is to take the high-powered power washer and go on the penny farthing stage and just try and get through it as quickly as possible. See how fast you can accumulate the dings. Good fun. Ah, yes. Hats. Oh, yeah. I would be surprised if anybody under the age of 18 was allowed to play fucking Manhunt. That game was controversial forever. Probably still is. Cry of Fear was fun. Yeah, what are the games? It was Manhunt, Postal, and there was like one other one that was like super fucking controversial. Where are you, Rust of Dirt Specs? Aha! Portal 2 is what I... Postal 2. I thought you said Portal 2 and I got really excited, but confused as to why it was being brought up. But also very excited. I think I played Mortal Kombat when I was a little babby. Mama Sheep's gone. It's fine. Big Broski, I'm pretty sure, had it. And Big Broski would let me play things that I wasn't allowed to. Cause, you know, he's like a decade older than I am. So pretty big sibling age gap. And it's just the two of us. So when I was like a kid with a GameCube, he had like an Xbox 360 and whatever the Grand Theft Auto on 360 was. And he didn't live with us. You know, he was an adult. He moved out and stuff. I'd go over to his house and, he would play Grand Theft Auto on one of his TVs and he would let me watch his Aqua Teen Hunger Force DVDs on the other one. Because I wasn't allowed to watch that show. Hilarious, considering that it's probably my favorite television show now. Alright, we got that. I played Portal 2 a month ago. I've never played the co-op! I need to play the co-op. I've never done it. I've beaten the main campaign like 12 or 13 times, but I've never done co-op. Take tower stocks. Alright. Where is your dirt? I'm gonna get it off. Where is your dirt, damn it? Where is it? Ah. Probably over there. Ah. Come here, ladder. No, wrong button. There we go. The co-op is fun. Yeah, I hear the co-op's fun. I didn't have friends growing up to play games with. I didn't like, I had so many games that I could never actually really play as a kid because they were so multiplayer focused. I didn't play Mario Kart with other people on a regular cadence until I was in college. Mario 64 slaps. Like, through all of time and space. Like, it's the GOAT for a reason. You can't be... Mario 64 is just a... It's a masterpiece. It's a masterpiece. So good. Love me some Mario 64. God, that's such a good game. It's 5 a.m. Please go to sleep. Please do not lose sleep for my dumb, silly little goofy ass. Have a good rest of you. Morning? Night? Question mark? whatever. Have a good one, whatever it is. I guess. Good EP. Tuttle's got the right idea. Good EP. Nyeh. Let me through! Oh yeah. Okay. Oh my god. Ah. I remember not sleeping in college. Did that a lot. More than I should have, by any stretch of the imagination, probably. Damn branch! This cake tower is driving me up the fucking wall. It's hard to navigate. Fucking... Ah! Just clean branch. I'm so tired. Please. Branch. I'm... Blech. I remember not sleeping in high school. I didn't sleep in high school, but that's because I did theater in high school. That's why I didn't sleep in high school. Not because of schoolwork or anything. College, it was all... Oh god. There was many reasons. Mostly schoolwork, but also other things. Oh god. I hate you, Branch. I hate you so much. Aha! There's one of them. Aha! Take that, Branch! What else we got? This fork. Okay. We've got... Oh, damn it, I thought I got everything on that jug. What? Come on. Aha! Got it. The hourglass, which is way over there on the other side of the frickin' map. Mad Hatter's needle case. Saucers and spoons and his sugar pot. So many tiny bits. Not that one. Not that one. Not that one. Over here. Okay. Sugar pot. That's that, right? Yeah. No. The fuck is the sugar pot? Oh, oh. That looks like, I thought that was like a perfume bottle. I'm not gonna lie. It looks like one. Oh. Oh, it's probably up here. Maybe. Come on. Where? Where is this last speck of dust or dirt or whatever? I don't see anything. Maybe... Oh, okay, there we go. We got it. And then the hourglass has a couple of things. Okay, there's the column. I think I'm just missing a spot on the glass somewhere. There we are. The top. I'm gonna need a freaking ladder. Okay. The needle case, and then I guess a teacup. Alrighty. Which one? What? No, the stacked teacups are different. Which teacup is it? What? Is it that one? No. It's this one. What the? Why aren't you clean? Ah! That took forever. Stinking teacups. Look at the cat. Yay! We cleaned off the table! Oh gosh, okay. Okay, yeah, I think I'm going to, I think I'm gonna call it for tonight. We've been here for a minute. This was fun. It got kind of quiet. I've got things to do. Something here and there everywhere. What am I trying to say? I don't know. But Joel is streaming and all I see is Carl Breton and Adalewski with someone's head photoshopped on top, and it's terrifying and I'm scared. We're not going there. That's scary. Oh my god. Yes! Yes! Okay, so let me, if you'll allow me to do my spiel for like half a second before I do my like ending shit. My next stream is on Saturday, so 2 days from today. It is my 2.0 debut. Everything's getting an overhaul. Everything's gonna look different, except like 1 or 2 tiny things. Everything's gonna look different. It's gonna be like brand spanking new, kind of. It starts at noon Pacific time, so 3 p.m. Eastern time. It's gonna be like, there's gonna be like, obviously like a model showcase and credits and stuff like that. There's gonna be a house tour. I'm gonna be giving a house tour through a simulation. We're gonna play Mallory core games as well. And you'll figure out what that is on Saturday. And I have some stuff lined up that I think will be fun. I'm very nervous about it, but also very, very excited. I hope you have like 100th of the excitement I do. That's probably enough for me. Yeah, so look forward to that. And then Sunday is more Yakuza 6, you know, the usual. So yeah, thank you so much for coming to my stream. I always appreciate it. Whenever anybody drops by for a stream, it doesn't matter if you've been here forever, if you're new, doesn't matter if you never say any words or you say the most words. Everything is awesome. Yay. I hope you have an excellent evening, night, morning, day, whatever time of day it currently is where you currently reside. I am falling apart at the seams. But yeah, say goodbye to this layout.